We optioned David Hess last night after the game and selected the contract of Chandler Shepard. So that was a transaction for today.
All right, great. Then we'll kick things off with Rock Kabako.
Brandon, what's it been like for you to watch Santander evolve the way he has? I know you weren't here from the very beginning, but just what you've seen, even the changes from last year.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was before 2019 spring training. And I was really impressed with the way he swung the bat in spring training last year, and liked the way he played the outfield, and thought it was really interesting. This Rule 5 pick that switch hitter that line drives to all fields, like the athleticism, I like the defense. And I was hoping he'd get off to a good start in AAA, and he didn't really dominate. And I was disappointed in that because I thought he'd be a big help for us, and just from what I saw in spring training. And eventually he got to us, and he hasn't looked back. I mean, this guy takes really good at bats, plays a really solid outfield. I played him out of position in center field last year, and he held his own. But he's a really solid corner outfielder, and I think the sky's the limit here with what kind of player he could be.
Rich Dubroff, you're next.
Brandon, do you know how you're going to begin the game, and do you know who your player is going to be your extra player is going to be for the second game?
Yeah, pitchers are going to go out and throw here in a little bit, and so we're going to make a decision following that. We're going to see how everybody feels. We've used quite a few bullpen arms here the last few days, so we're going to kind of reconvene after the pitchers throw, and whoever goes, you'll find out when the guy goes out there to the bullpen on who's going to pick up the sixth inning. And I do know who the 29th man is, but I'm not going to announce that till after the game.
Melanie Newman.
Brandon, you've discussed several times how hitters are able to adjust once they've seen a pitcher, especially the first time through. But you look at an OPS that more than doubles the third time they're seeing that pitcher. What are your thoughts on exactly what is happening there to be that explosive?
Yeah, I think we're doing a nice job, especially the middle part of the game, fifth through the seventh inning of our bats. And, we've faced some very, very good starters so far, and we're going to continue to face great starters the rest of the way. The teams we play have elite starting pitching, and so it's not going to get any easier going forward. But our guys have just done a really nice job of staying with it, sticking to a plan, not getting discouraged after the first at bat or two, and continuing to grind out. And league-wide, normally the third time through the order, there's a significant increase offensively, but our guys have just done a nice job of grinding out of bats and making nice adjustments after their first at bat or their second at bat, and not let that steamroll into their third or the fourth at bat, but really hanging in there, staying positive in the dugout together, a lot of positive talk offensively, and just doing a nice job of making some really good adjustments.
Next, we'll have Nathan Ruiz.
Hey, Brandon, on Santander again, what areas in particular do you feel like he's really improved this year?
I see a little bit better strike zone judgment, some better discipline at the plate. I thought last year at times it was pretty predictable from my standpoint how they were going to pitch him, and thought he struggled a little bit with that. But if they made a mistake, he was on time with it. I see a little bit better discipline at the plate, and that's really the next step for him, is really just to zone in, understand the strike zone just a little bit better, understand what he can and can't drive, understand how to lift one part of the plate or the other, and not chase the breaking ball down to put himself in a hole offensively. And I think you're seeing bits and pieces of that, but when that comes, it's going to be really good. And he's going to be a really tough out. You're going to see the walks go up. You're going to see him in even more hitters counts. When he's hitting in hitters counts, he puts a good swing on it. And I just love the way he uses the whole field, from both sides. And saw that last series. Even though he didn't get rewarded for 3 or 4 balls hit to left, he smoked a few balls to left field, which is a great sign. He's staying on the ball. So just been impressed with his at-bats, and I think it's just continue to improve.
Dan Connolly.
Obviously, Brandon, we'll see who you tabbed as the starter, I guess we'll call it, for this first game. But can you walk us kind of through, like, when you, I mean, it's so different to have like basically a 3-4 inning game here. How do you decide if you want to have like a baton passing thing for relievers, or if you want to like a long reliever that'll go a couple? I mean, what goes into that process? Because it's kind of new to you, I would imagine.
A little different. You're not going to see Lakins or Armstrong.
Okay.
So cross those two off.
Okay.
Mojo won't be going down there.
Okay.
You can cross those 3 off. And then, no, we're just going to see what we have, honestly. And I'm just going to try to piece it together like a normal game in the 6th inning. I know who's coming up for them. I know it's going to be a bullpen arm for us. And that's how we're going to kind of take the temperature of our guys here when they go down, play catch, see who's available. I think it's going to be quite a few guys that I'm going to be able to pick from, minus Armstrong and Lakins. And then we're just going to do a normal bullpen day, like it's 5-2. We got 2 runners on in the 6th, and play it like a normal game.
We'll go to Steve Maluski next.
Brandon, you mentioned yesterday, and I'm paraphrasing here, I think you were referring to Pedro Severino, executing the game plan, and maybe it hasn't been noticed as much. Can you talk about both catchers and what they're doing specifically that's been big in that regard?
They've just really bought into how we're attacking their hitters. And there's a lot of information that goes into that, and there's a lot of conversation and game planning from our pitching coaches to our analytics team to our video guys to Cuz to there's a lot of people that are really talking about pregame about how we're going to attack and follow the game plan throughout the game. And Sevy and Chance, it's tough enough to catch in the big leagues. Now they got to process all that information also, as well as do what they're doing offensively. It's a lot. It's a mental strain. There's a lot that goes into it. And for them to really take the next step this year with that, I've been really, really impressed. And they have completely bought into really the mindset of I'm getting this pitcher through the inning, and we're going to do everything we can to put up a 0 in this inning. And they've matured in that way.
All right, we'll go back to Rich Dubrow for one final question.
Brandon, is John Means going to be your pitcher on Sunday?
Maybe. He's not on the roster right now, so I can't. That's TBD right now.